Situated to the north of Worthing town is the parish of Broadwater. Its triangular-shaped green, surrounding architectural buildings, but above all, the recreational playground it offers, is a testament to the spirit in which the green was given to the people of Worthing way back in the 19th century. So much so that it remains to this day a truly green legacy. In spring, the green takes on a majestic look with its neatly set borders of daffodils, of white and yellow flags swaying in the wind, and looking down on the neat clusters of crocuses, lines of white, yellow and violet in all their glory, hinting that the first signs of spring are about to unfold. Original drawings of the early 18th century show it to be much larger than its present size of approximately 9 acres, but subsequent street widening schemes have taken their toll of land. Back in 1806, the green was mapped as common or wasteland and formed part of the nearby Broadwater Manor estate. But it was not until 1865 that it was conveyed to the local Board of Health, now the Town Council, as a public pleasure ground by the then ladies of the Broadwater Manor estate. The conveyance included a covenant that the land should only be used for the purposes of public walks or pleasure grounds, and if at any time it ceased to be used for such a purpose, then the estate should revert to the ladies of the manor. At one time the green was home to a number of buildings, including a forge and a school, seen here in the background on the right. But the only structure now located here is the modern pavilion, home to the local Broadwater Cricket Club. However, surrounding it are a number of fine imposing period residential homes and historical cottages. One of these is the old Parish Rooms, dating back to 1889 and still in use for social and entertainment gatherings. During the typhoid epidemic of 1893, the Parish Rooms acted as a makeshift hospital and reception centre. Nowadays, its doors are open as a marshalling point every Wednesday for the local Ramblers Society, whose weekly walks are a regular feature of modern-day activities.
The group comes out once a week on a Wednesday morning to stretch their legs, as it were. We've been going since 2001 now. Average outcomes about sort of 30 odd a week, I suppose. Split into 2 groups, one that does a short walk and a longer walk, for those with a bit more energy.
The Ramblers are not the only hikers to have traversed the green this year, as April 2009 marked the first event in the recreational calendar for the celebration of St George's Day, where the green became the final destination for a group of hikers belonging to the Scouts movement. District Commissioner Robin Strange and his deputy Al Charteris explain.
And today, the 26th of April 2009, we've been here this afternoon on Broadwater Green celebrating St George's Day with the Scouts. It's traditional, the Scouts celebrate St George's Day as St George is our patron saint, and on that day we gather as a district and the youth put on various events and they retake their Scout, Beaver, Cub or Explorer Scout promise.
Today we were very fortunate that there was 2 groups who've been out hiking all weekend. They opted to make this their finishing point for this challenge. But it's very good to see youngsters going out on their own volition, hiking, navigating, cooking for themselves, putting their tents up, packing it up again, and will speed as fast as they can to try and get here on time.
Many events have been staged here over the years, although the days of cattle and livestock trading have long since passed. Nowadays it is home to a number of modern-day boot fairs held throughout the season, weather permitting. These are generally held in support of the local Lions Club or the Cricket Club. Cricket has been a regular feature on the green from as early as 1720, and it is said that a match between Sussex and an All-England side took place here in 1837 and is commemorated by a mural in the nearby shopping parade.
Okay, hi, I'm Bob Reynolds. I'm the chairman of Broadwater Cricket Club. The club's been in existence since 1771 and has always played here on Broadwater Green. We play in the Sussex Invitation League. We are fortunate enough to have won it. Last year we came first in the second level competition, and we also won the League Cup. So we're quite a buoyant side. We play every Saturday here on Broadwater Green, alternate weeks, first and second levels. Thriving club, very good social club, and we're very proud of the history that we've got, because we are about the fourth oldest club in the county, I believe. We're a self-financing club, so we have to raise funds to maintain the profitability of the organisation. This morning, for instance, we had a car boot sale on the green. We organised a very early start, a 5:30 start, to get cars on here. And in the course of the morning we raised nearly £1,000 to help us run the club.
Drum kit for sale, only £120, all close offer, okay?
Another highlight of our year is what we call Cricket Week, which is in the third week in July. And on the green here we host a whole week of cricket against touring teams and invitational teams who come and play cricket against us. Again, the networking involved in cricket is important, and also it's important that we have fun.
The public house opposite the green was renamed the Cricketers' Arms in 1878. This early picture shows Broadwater Street West at the turn of the century, looking north, with the Cricketers' pub on the right and the Old Forge on the left. By tradition, the landlord always acts as president to the cricket club. Another activity steeped in tradition is the Fun Fair, which visits the green once a year in conjunction with the flower show. Its current owner, William Cole, has carried on a long-running family business and cohabits the green with the flower show at the same time each year. This early picture from 1975 depicts the fair in full swing, at a time when health and safety was not an issue and cricket could be enjoyed at the same time.
I'm William Cole, owner and operator of Coles' Fun Fair, organiser, owner in the Fun Fair life all my life. Been managing Coles' Fun Fair for the last 25 years, I suppose, yeah, 25. My dad was before me, my dad and my uncle. My uncle was Big Bill Cole, as he was formerly known. First started on Broadwater Green in 1973, coming here ever since, yeah. Our visit is 3 days per year, and it's always the last weekend in June. The flower show and the Fun Fair, last Thursday and Friday and Saturday of every June.
One of the oldest societies in town is the Worthing Horticultural Society, formed 115 years ago, and has staged its annual flower show here for the past 35 years, where its large marquee features prominently at the southern end of the green each June. As organiser, Jennifer Cura Green carries on a long tradition within her family, with the society meeting twice a year in the adjoining Offington Park Methodist Halls.
I am chairman of the Worthing Horticultural Society and also president for my sins. And over the years we've been on this green for the last 35 years. It was introduced by my father onto the village green when he was a town councillor, after which I've tried to keep the tradition going because my grandfather used to be the chairman, as did my mother. We're well known for our sweet peas in this show. We go in also for a lot of flower club, do some fantastic arrangements over here. So none of them are professional growers, they are all amateurs, and so I think they've really done us as proud to see this lovely array of flowers. We've got 15 schools involved growing spring onions and potatoes and patio pots. So it's something worthwhile looking to the future.
The very next day, the Green and the Marquee play host to the annual Dog Show, which is followed later in the year by a second show run in conjunction with the Kennel Club. So as June draws to a close, the southern end of the green makes way for the summer's major attractions, comprising the Carnival procession in mid-July, followed closely by the fire station opening day on the 25th of July. At the end of the green, opposite the Parish Rooms and by what is now the Road Island, was once a blacksmith's shop, seen here with the old school just visible behind, and in the far distance to the right is the old drinking fountain, presented to the villagers by the ladies of the manor way back in the 19th century. Nowadays, this location marks the end of the town's annual Carnival, where it makes its way onto the green, where this year a total of 67 stalls and attractions were on call to raise money for local charities. The Carnival can be a colourful experience, providing the weather is good. And fortunately, this year the rains held back and a good day was had by all, with music to cater for all people's tastes. Within a matter of weeks, the southern end of the green makes way for the fire station open day. Again, another major and long-standing event in the Broadwater calendar.
I'm Steve Burrows, I'm the Deputy District Commander for Worthing, and this is Worthing's Open Day. We hold one every year. It's probably one of the biggest on the south coast. Okay, we have lots of things going on today. We've got fire engine rides for the youngsters. We have displays all day long. We have lots of information about fire safety and road safety. So there's lots of things for the family to do.
One of the more genteel sports or pastimes to be held here regularly is bowls, Italian style. Alex is the so-called referee who ensures there is no foul play.
We play ball every Sunday afternoon as a fun. It's like a tradition. We did it for so many years that we carry on as long as possible. We've been playing since 1977.
August saw the first National Activity Day for children.
My name's Jason Ward. I'm here today to promote play for children. It's about making time for children to actually get involved in activities, because there's so little time that parents spend with their kids nowadays that we're actually trying to encourage play, and that's why today's event's free for all the children and for the kids to actually get involved in messy and risky play as well. It's the first National Play Day that we're doing, so yes, it's been very good.
The practice cricket nets came into their own as a new generation of children tried to emulate their heroes, and the Tug of War proved a great success. And once again, the sambal band was on hand to provide an opportunity for all to join in. The September Community Diversity Day was less of a success in terms of numbers attending, but nevertheless a great day for all who participated. As the season draws to an end, so does the frequency of cutting and line maintenance.
It's the final summer cut, and now it's just winter cuts as and when the grass needs it. We start again back in April doing the summer cuts again. And then they go through the whole summer every fortnight.
Throughout the year, the southerly end of the green can often be seen awash with fire crews and their equipment. The higher elevation at this end hides the fact that this was once an air raid shelter constructed during the war. With its network of underground tunnels, it makes an ideal training environment for the many fire crews located throughout Sussex.
My name's Sean Jackman, Watch Manager in the Training Centre at Worthing here. Today we've been on Broadwater Green, which we use fairly regularly to do some breathing apparatus training with some of our crews. We've got recruits breathing apparatus course running now, retained and whole-time firefighters, and the idea is to give them an idea of how we use our guidelines in confined spaced areas really, and we've had a good session today. We do other things here obviously as well. We use the green for a whole variety of tasks actually, some of those being PT. It's been a successful day again, and we're just getting ready to make the equipment up now and take it back over to the fire station.
The Sermon on the Mount in December took place on that same rampart above the tunnels that we saw earlier. The adjacent Parish Rooms became the meeting place for the various church congregations before setting off to the local parish church at St Mary's. The carols this year were led by the current rector of Broadwater Parish Church, Peter Irwin Clark.
Other churches of Broadwater coming together to sing carols, and then going down the High Street, and then there's a barbecue at the Cricketers.
As the new year arrives, Broadwater, along with the rest of the country, saw its heaviest snowfall for some time. The snow provides a haven for youngsters and the occasional granny who brave the conditions. As most of the schools were closed, sledging and snowboarding became the pastime, and fun was had by all. The pitches are used constantly as a practice and training ground for footballers of all genders, and is currently home to AFC Worthing youth football team, who play all season until the beginning of May. April 2010 saw one of those rare occasions where the green was used as a heliport. Although there was no royalty to be seen on this occasion, as last witnessed in the 80s, it did see the arrival of the managing director of a new superstore due to be opened later that day in East Worthing. As it turned out, it was just a fleeting visit, and within the hour he and the rest of the crew were off on a day when the volcanic ash clouds had grounded most other flights in the UK. And so, as the year draws to a close and the first signs of spring are to be seen, it may be time to reflect on how important such a small parcel of land can have on its community, and reflect back to the memory of those three ladies of the Broadwater Manor estate, who, if they were alive today, can be justifiably proud of the heritage that they have given to the town and its people. So much so that it remains to this day a truly green legacy.